Welcome to the second part of this session. So we're going to start here standing with the feet about hip width apart, and then just bring the hands onto the waist. Take a deep breath in and lengthen upwards, and then as you breathe out, hinge at your hips and lead with your heart and fold forward. You can bend the knees, especially if you've got any lower back issues. Just bend your knees and then just let the arms dangle down the front side of the body. Take your right hand to the outside of your left leg, either to the outside of the calf or the ankle or the foot, and then bend your right knee a little bit more and reach up with the left arm. Just taking a nice twist here. Good. And then let's take that over to the other side. So we're going to take the left hand to the outside of the right leg and then reach up with the right arm, bending left knee. Drawing that top shoulder up and back. Good, and then exhale, release. And then plant your hands flat down onto the ground. Spread the fingers nice and wide, knees are bent, and walk your feet back so that the feet are about hip width apart and you're in a down dog pose. Opening the armpits nice and wide, reaching down into the heels. Find your breath. As you breathe in, feel how the chest widens and expands. And then as you breathe out, the navel draws towards the spine. Inhale and raise up the right leg. Turn the toes out. Drop the right heel towards the left buttock. Keep lifting the knee. Bring your right knee to your right wrist. And slide your left leg back. So this is where you might need a prop. You might want to use a cushion or a yoga block under your right buttock. Just kind of wedge it under there to keep the pelvis nice and level. And then come onto your fingertips and lift your heart and just check that your left leg's going straight back along the back of the mat. And you're pressing into the front of your left foot. And then you're lifting and lengthening, opening up the front side of the body. And then just walking the hands forward, either coming onto your elbows and forearms. You could be here, or you can reach the arms all the way forward, melt the heart down, or maybe you're going to bring your hands together and then bring the hands into Namaste Mudra and bring the hands behind your head. Good. And now bring the hands under the shoulders and inhale, coming up. Just lift up your pelvis, move any props, drop down onto your right buttock, and then swing that left leg forward. And we're going to take the left foot over the right thigh. So it might be that you need to sit onto a cushion, but this time you would have both of your sit bones onto it. That just helps to release the hips a little bit. Good. And then if that's still not comfortable, you can always extend the bottom leg like that. So there's that option as well. So you want to feel even and grounded in the posture. And then we're going to reach up with the right arm and take the right arm over the left thigh and then take the left hands behind. Inhale as you lengthen upwards and then exhale as you spiral over to the left. Lightly drawing the navel back, and just be aware that if you have any lower back issues, you don't want to twist too deep into the lower back. So just work more on the upper back or whatever feels good. Stay with your breath. Good, and then come back through to centre and slide your left leg forward and bring the sole of the right foot in. Janu Sirsasana. For this one, you might want to use a strap or a scarf or some kind of belt. Inhale the arms up. And then as you exhale, reach your heart towards your foot. So your navel's facing in towards the middle of your left front thigh. And then you're either taking your hands to your foot or fingertips to the ground, or you can use a belt, taking the belt around the ball of the foot. Inhale to lengthen, exhale folding in. Let the exhalation guide you deeper into the pose. And try to soften the jaw, the tongue, the throat, the forehead. Good. And then inhaling, coming up. And bring the hands down. And then just lift up your legs, cross them in space, and bring your hands onto the ground in front of you, and then roll onto your knees. And make your way back into the down dog pose. So spread the fingers nice and wide, tuck the toes, lift up the hips. You don't have to straighten the legs, the knees can be slightly bent. Sit bones lifting high, softening the chest in towards the thighs, and then raising up the left leg. Turn the toes out. Drop the left heel towards the right buttock. Keep lifting the knee. And then swing your left knee to the left wrist and slide the right leg back. And again, you might use that cushion under your left buttock or thigh. And coming onto your fingertips, check that your right leg's going straight back along the mat behind you. Lifting your heart. And then slowly lowering down. Maybe walking the hands forward, coming onto elbows, or you could bring your hands together and bring the hands behind the head. Good. Bring the hands under the shoulders, inhaling gently up. Come right up onto the fingertips, lift the pelvis, move any props. Drop down onto your left buttock. Swing your right leg forward, right foot over left thigh, right buttock dropping down or sitting onto your cushion. Maybe extending the bottom leg, and then taking left arm over right thigh, right hands behind you. Inhale as you lengthen, and then exhale as you turn. Stay with your breath. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale to turn. Good, and then come back through to centre and slide your right leg forward. Bring the sole of the left foot in. Sweep the arms up. Reach the heart forward. Use your belt if you use that on the other side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Both sit bones are grounding evenly to the earth. Good, and then inhaling. Coming up. Bringing the hands down. Let's bring the soles of the feet together. So the heels press in, the outer edges of the feet press in. We're leaning into the hands and lifting the heart and lengthening the inner thighs. Good, and then let's slide the feet forward a little bit so that if you take your arms out in front of you, the fingertips touch the backs of the heels, and then take the hands around the feet, draping the arms over the legs and fold in for a nice forward fold. Good, and then inhale gently up, and let's bring the knees together. Find your belt. If you're sat on a cushion, just move your cushion to one side, and then we're going to take the belt around the balls of the feet and lift up the legs. Have the arms straight and hold the belt just a few inches from the feet, and then start to push your feet into the belt and slightly pull at the same time. So you're pulling and pushing with the arms, pushing with the legs, and then lifting from the back of the heart and squeezing the thighs together and the navel back, and then just looking towards your feet for Navasana. So you might stay here using the belt, or you might let go of the belts and reach. You might even point the toes. Keep bringing your awareness back to the breath. Calm and steady flow of breath. Good. And then gently release. So now we're going to either bring the legs up the wall. If you've got a bit of wall space you can use, then I suggest you take your cushion to the wall, and I'll show you how to do that. If you don't have wall space, you can do the same posture, but just lying down on your mat with your legs coming straight up. So whichever one you're going to do, you're going to take the cushion. So this is the version with the wall, and then sit to the side of the wall. Have your cushion 2 inches from the wall, so there's a little gap, and then lie down onto the cushion and swing your legs up the wall and shuffle your bum right in so that the tailbone kind of drops down into the gap between the cushion and the wall and your bum's touching the wall. So it should feel comfortable, the cushion under the sacrum. And then the legs are reaching up, shoulders relaxing down, arms might come out to the sides or even over the head if that feels good. That feels really nice actually. And then just bring your awareness to your breath, following the pathway of your breath. And there's variations here. You could take your legs out to the sides, you could bring the soles of your feet together, you could just play around with that. So you can do that version, or you can take your cushion and maybe roll it up a little bit and then lie down onto it so it's under your sacrum, more towards your bum than your waist. You're lying down on it. It should feel comfortable under the sacrum. If it's not comfortable, then shuffle it around until it is comfortable. And then just lift up the legs. And you can zip the legs up together. And again, just let the arms rest down here. Really soften the shoulders. Soften the face. And the legs, if the bones and the joints are stacked nicely, they should just stay up there quite easily. And again, you can take the legs out to the sides if you like, stretch them out like that, or you can bring the soles of the feet together. You can play around with shapes. And then when you're done, bring your knees into your chest. If your legs are at the wall, do that as well. Bring your knees into your chest and then just roll onto one side and move your cushion. And then come back onto your mat and let's take Setu Bandhasana. So we're going to line up the heels with the sit bones. Only have about 3 inches between your knees. Take a breath in through your nose and then as you breathe out, press down into your feet. Lift the tailbone, start to lift up through the spine, vertebrae at a time. And then clasp your hands underneath you. Tuck your shoulders under your chest and draw the knuckles towards the space between the heels. So you're engaging the glutes to lift the pelvis and drawing the chest towards the chin. Keep the breath flowing. Good. And then when you're done, release the hands and slowly lower down from the upper back, coming all the way down onto the lower back. And then let's take the right ankle over the left thigh. Pick up the left knee, catch hold of the back of the left thigh, and then draw the left knee in towards you. So you're drawing left knee in, right knee away. Good. And then we're going to drop down onto the left big toe and let both legs drop over to the right. Soften the left shoulder down. You might even extend that left arm out to the side. And then inhale back through to centre. Place your right foot flat down onto the ground. Take left ankle over right thigh. Pick up the right knee. Catch hold of the back of the right thigh. Draw the right knee in. Left knee away. Press the lower back down and then come down onto your right big toe and drop both of the legs over to the left. Soften the right shoulder down, turning to look out over the right arm. And then inhale gently back through to centre. And if you want to take a blissful baby pose here, you can. So undo the legs, take the arms inside the knees, catch hold of the outer edges of your feet. Stack the ankles over the knees, pull the knees towards the ground and press the lower back down. So you're pulling your feet and then slightly resisting with the feet at the same time. Good. And then we're going to come into Shavasana. So you might take your cushion under your thighs. You might cover up with a blanket, or if you have an eye pillow, you can put that on. Just let your feet fall out to the sides of the mat. Let the palms face up to the sky. Let the back of the neck be nice and long. Bring your awareness to your breath. Feel the breath inside the nostrils. Bringing the breath deep. So as you're here relaxing, I'm going to talk you through the Yoga Nidra, the rotation of consciousness. So you don't need to do anything. There's nothing else to do but completely relax. Take a breath in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Feel the weight of your body surrendering to the earth. Feel the weight of your bones. Bring your awareness to your right hand, to the right hand thumb, index, middle, ring, and little finger. The palm of the hand, the back of the hand, the wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, right waist, right hip, thigh, knee, calf, shin, ankle, heel, the sole of the foot, the right big toe, second, third, fourth, and fifth. Bring your awareness to your left hand thumb, index, middle, ring, and little finger. The palm of the hand, the back of the hand, the wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, left waist, left hip, thigh, knee, calf, shin, ankle, heel, sole of foot, left big toe, second, third, fourth, and fifth. The right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, right buttock, left buttock, the lower back, middle back, upper back, back of the neck, back of the head, crown of the head, the forehead, the right eyebrow, the left eyebrow, the space between the eyebrows, right eye, right cheek, left cheek, right ear, right nostril, left nostril, tip of the nose, top lip, bottom lip, tongue, chin, jaw, throat, right chest, navel, abdomen. The whole of the right arm, the whole of the left arm, both arms together. The whole of the right leg, the whole of the left leg, both legs together. The whole of the back, the whole of the front, the whole of the head, the whole body together. The whole body together, completely relaxed. Allow yourself to let go. And then bring your awareness to your breath. Following the curve of the inhalation and the curve of the exhalation. And then noticing the pauses between inhalation and exhalation, little resting places, little moments of stillness. Feeling deeply relaxed, feeling awake, feeling ready for the rest of your day. Starting to deepen your breath, breathing all the way down into your fingertips and your toes and bringing some movement into the hands and the feet. Stretching out, stretching arms, stretching legs. Reaching the arms up and over the head, have a yawn, have a sigh. And then bring your knees gently in towards your chest and roll onto your right hand side. Keep the head heavy and relaxed as you press down into your hands and use your arms to help you come up to a comfortable seated position. And then just bringing the left hand to the heart and the right hand to the belly. Bring your awareness back to the breath, inhaling to the heart space, exhaling completely. And then inhaling all the way down into the lower belly. So you feel the belly swelling under your right hand, and then exhale from the lower belly. And then just bringing the right hand to meet the left hand in the gesture of love and gratitude, and lifting your heart to your hands and bowing to the wisdom in your heart. Namaste. Thank you for sharing this practice.